Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention in San Antonio with the head coach of the state-ranked Marshall Mavericks. It's Coach Claude Mathis. Okay, there's a good place to start. We got you ranked in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Let me check. We've got you ranked. Do you know where off the top of your head?
I think number 9.
That sounds about right. I knew you were top 10.
Yeah.
We got you ranked number 9 in the state. Are you happy about that? Are you upset about that? There are some coaches who don't like us ranking them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I've come to realize that kids love to see that. The community loves to see that. Coaches, sometimes we don't like to see those rankings because, we got that bullet on our back and everything. But I've come to grow on it a little bit just because I think it's exciting for the community and the kids that wherever place you're at. So no problems with it. But on the inside, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's we hear that a lot. We do. So sorry, Coach. We should have put you like last in district.
Don't do that now. Don't do that.
That'll get you. That'll be like people will be like, oh, what do they know? What does he know? We're getting a selfie taken. Oh God, it's Josh Ragsdale. Yeah. So. Last year, a year under your belt there in Marshall.
Yeah.
What do you know about the job now that you didn't know if we had talked this time last year? Besides everything.
Well, what I didn't know was the biggest rivalry in the state of Texas. I think now, it's the longevity of it was Longview and Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the rivalry went that long. Mm-hmm. And was that intense. I've been a part of some great rivalries before, but this one has been a long one and brewing, and they let you know about it real quick. And I didn't know about it when I first got there, but I know about it now.
Yeah,
it's a huge game, and it's a lot of pride there. It's a lot of pride there. So that we hopefully we can get them this year. Because if not, I don't know how much longer they will have me in Marshall. Man.
Yeah, listen, you can go 1-9 as long as that one's long.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But last year, 6-5, an uneven year, I would say. Times when you guys looked really good and times when maybe you've struggled. How do you build in consistency? And I know that's kind of the ultimate question about coaching, right? But how do you teach consistency and get them to that level where they are? Because you've won at a consistent level.
Yes.
How do you get this program to understand that idea of winning consistency?
That's funny that you said that because that's my biggest issue right now.
Yeah.
That is the biggest issue there here at Marshall. If we can be consistent and we talk about it all the time, we'll be great. We're like a roller coaster right now. We're going up and down. But it takes a while. It takes the foundation. It starts at the junior highs because you have to get those guys to buy in. That's where you lay your foundation at. But you have to get those other guys to believe in your coaching staff, and you can't have a lot of turnover. So we coach it. We coach it in drills. We coach it in when we're competing. We're always coaching, trying to be consistent, and they're getting it now. They're really getting it. But we do a lot of team organization stuff, a lot of stuff when they're dealing with our kids, a lot of stuff dealing with family. And I think if we can do that, I think we'll be finally consistent.
Will you quit waving at people? Golly, especially people like that. So let me ask you kind of an odd question.
Sure.
Why is Marshall the right fit for Claude Mathis? Why is this job? Now you've had it for a year. You've been here. You understand the gig a little bit more. Now knowing what you know, why is this the right fit for Claude Mathis?
I'm going to say the kids and the community and the administration. I don't ever take a job without knowing the administration and knowing that the administration is always going to continue to support our kids in the classroom, but also athletically. And Dr. Gibson is a great superintendent, and he was one of the biggest reasons why I came to Marshall was because I knew a little bit about him. We had competed against the job against Somerville when we and him when we joined each other. But, administration plays a big role in that, and then the community. Great pride there. Mm-hmm. Great pride in Marshall. Big time when it comes to football. Coach Southern did a great job there. And I talked to him before I took the job and everything. And Coach Harper won a state championship there. But rich in tradition, big time rich in tradition. But the kids were awesome, and I thought it'd be a great fit for me and my family.
It's funny. When you were at DeSoto, we were always talking about, like, man, DeSoto, they always find a way to have these dudes. They always got these dudes. Yeah. And now you look. This is from my perspective. I look at your roster, and I'm thinking, like, okay, Marshall, they got some dudes. DeKendrick Bender is a freak show. Yeah. I mean that in a very nice way, as positive as possible.
Yeah.
You're the guy who gets to see him every day in practice. What is it about him that sets him apart?
Well, DeKendra is a kid that if you look at a Terrell Owens or the guy that just got released from the Cowboys, Des Bryant, that's who he reminds you of. But in a way where he wants the ball, but he's going to be a team player at the same time. If he's not getting the ball, he's going to do something else in order to help us win. Mm-hmm. When I tell you that the vertical with him is unbelievable, but he's a physical wide receiver, and he feels that nobody can guard him, and I think that sets him apart from everybody.
What is it that the Marshall Mavericks are going to be about in 2018? What is it that maybe you guys are going to hang your hat on, and that when we're talking about you guys 2 or 3 rounds in the deep in the playoffs, it's because of this?
Well, you know what? Consistency.
Yeah.
That's what you said. That's my biggest obstacle right now, and that's so funny. Again, like you said. But that's my biggest battle I'm fighting right now with these guys right here. And if I can get them to be consistent, it's going to be scary. I mean, do we have a shot? I think we do.
Yeah.
I know we do. And it'd be very disappointing to me if we do get beat in the first round or the second round or third round. It would be very disappointing to me because I feel that we have a good ball club, but if we're not consistent, we're going to be on the outside looking in this year.
You know, it's funny. And you mentioned that, realignment came along.
Yep.
And I want to ask you about your district in a second, but overall, look, the 5A split comes down.
Yep. And
we all knew it was coming. We all kind of knew it was in the abstract. Now that it's here, do you like it?
I do.
Okay.
I do, especially the home field advantage in the first round.
Yeah,
I like that a lot right there. Mm-hmm. And I think if we'd have had that last year, it might have been a little different because we was in a windy condition when we played last year, and we didn't get the field that we wanted. But I think it's great for high school football. Mm-hmm. I think it's great across the different teams because now they really got more to play for now, just besides just a district title. So puts a little more pressure on you as well.
Well, in your district, I've told this to a couple of coaches, but I don't know who you made mad at the UIL. But,
right?
It's tough. Look,
Look at the region.
Look at the region. I mean, the whole – you guys – there is no doubt that if you guys are going to make a run, you're going to earn it.
Yeah.
You ain't walking anywhere.
We're not walking nowhere.
No. And the district that you guys are in, the White Houses, the Nacogdoches, Jacksonville, which has a chance, I think, to be pretty special. It's a deep district. From your perspective, when you take a look at your district and maybe even your region, what is it that you see?
I see that we have to bring our A game every single day. Mm-hmm. You can't take a day off. I mean, we have to go practice every single day. And, I'm used to doing that anyway. But, again, it comes back to being consistent. But you can't look ahead. Mm-hmm. I mean, the day you look ahead is the day you will get beat. I mean, there's no, let me get prepared for this team. Well, I know we can take care of this team next week. No, it's none of that. It's none of that in our district. Mm-hmm. I told our guys, I said, our district is going to be a lot more competitive this year. We have to make sure that our kids are ready every ball game. The expectations are very high on us. But, heck, once you get out of district play, you hit in that main region. I think it'll be Manville, third round, somewhere. And it's just it's not easy, man. And it's not supposed to be easy, but Jesus. Like you said, who did I piss off? UIL, man.
Yeah, it's something.
I'm at DeSoto. We go big school the whole time. Then I leave. They go to small school. I'm like, God dang, man. Is it really? Y'all really
it's
that mad
you,
at
man.
me?
It's you. It's Claude Mathis from DeSoto. Coach, I want to ask you, we're partnered with Dairy Max, and one of the things we've been asking coaches about is nutrition. That's something that you guys winning on the field, obviously, it starts. We hear about it starting in the summer and stuff, with the workouts. But what are you preaching to your kids as far as nutrition and keeping their bodies right?
Well, I'm big on that. Mm-hmm. Very big on that. And I became big time more involved when I got with Chad at SMU, Coach True, and we got our nutritionists and everything. I've learned so much more about nutrition. But we preach to our kids a lot about the electrolytes, about making sure that they're taking care of their body, they're putting the right carbs in their body, they're getting the right rest. A lot of athletes don't understand is sleep. You need to at least get 8 hours of sleep, and it affects you. So we're trying to get our kids all that, and I think we do a great job of it because, again, where I came from, I was able to learn a lot more and then bring it to the table. And then, of course, we do the caliper where we monitor our kids and how much they run, and we got that from Coach Morris as well. So we're going to do that again this year. So I'm excited about it, but nutrition is so important to the body. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
It's important to what you want to do and to get where you want to go.
And the chocolate milk that it's pretty dang good because we use it right now. And a lot of kids always think about not drinking milk, but chocolate milk is one of the best things that you can do when it comes to nutrition.
I think you're right. Let's go to the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions. It's sweeping the nation. It's Dick'sSportingGoods.com is where you can is sponsoring the Wheel of Questions. Nothing on here will get you fired.
Gotcha.
But, you know, we may be hearing about what you eat at a Mexican food restaurant. So here he is, Claude Mathis. Get this thing a spin.
All right, buddy.
Spinning the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions. Dick'sSportingGoods.com for all your
like
sporting.
Price is Right.
For all your sporting and goods. Let's see. All right.
That's a good one.
This is a good one. All right, so you're not – look, coaches are – some coaches are high-strung.
Yeah.
They're always going. They're always working. We know you guys don't work 8-hour days. You work 10, 12, 14-hour days.
There you go.
But during the season, maybe it's 20. How do you relax? When you want to get away from football, when you're not doing work, when you're not thinking about football, what does Claude Mathis do to relax?
Well, got a text message last night from some of my players and asked me about fishing. I love to go fishing, and I love golfing. Oh, yeah. I fish and I golf. That's how I relax. It helps me out tremendously. Haven't got on the game with Fortnite yet because the kids, it's more stressful than anything. I think it's more stressful than coaching sometimes, but I think I'm saying that right because my kids stay on that game. But I love fishing, man, and I love golfing. This has been the Fortnite convention. Every coach has brought it up. It's killing me right now, especially my starting quarterback. He can't stay off the game right now. And my twins. Your twins can't stay off Fortnite? Yeah, all three of them playing together at night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. They're killing me with that. All right, and so how are you at golf? You know what? Not bad. Not bad? Not bad. Okay. Not great, but not bad. That's okay. Listen, because I'm bad. We played, the Dave Campbell's crew played in the tournament recently, and we came in last. So it's not good. So if I need a partner, I'll call you. Call me up, scramble, man. Call me up. Claude Mathis, the head coach of the Marshall Mavericks. Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Matt Stepp, you the greatest, man.